I could describe the Black Ops 3 beta in short, it would be described as, well, entertaining. I've played it for at least 48 hours and I still feel like there's more I can do to make people rage from all the different ways to kill them. From the wall running system to the specialist classes and a new game mode, it gives you a fresh new feeling of the franchise while still feeling like a new age Call of Duty game should feel. Let's start with the things I fuck with. Alongside the old creator class system, they've now added a new system called the specialist abilities. And when you choose your specialist abilities, a variety of different people you can choose from, or robots, depending on whatever you want to use. It's completely all up to you. They all have a different variety of things they can do just to mix shit up and keep shit fresh, but on top of that, they all have two different things that they can do. So you can master one thing, and if you get bored of that, you can choose a different one, that ability that they have, or you can just move on to another person, which is something that I like, and it keeps you learning different things, and it definitely has replayability online. The best thing about it is the fact that you can't spam their special abilities like some cheap fucker that doesn't want to actually go out and play the game the way it was intended to be played. You actually have to go out and rack up points to earn your specialist ability, whether it's by killing people, whether it's by capturing objectives, etc, whatever you have to do to gain points. Or you could just sit out in the corner and not do shit for about 3 minutes, because it also slowly builds that way, but it builds a lot faster if you actually get off your ass and do something. Another thing about that is your specialist ability carries over life to life. For instance, if I was to gain my specialist ability and die before using it, it'll carry on to my next life, and so on and so forth. My favorite being Prophet. And one of Prophet's special ability is a glitch, where you can go back in time a few steps, and then you can keep playing the game from there, which creates some pretty damn cool kills. Whether you execute it properly and look like a complete badass, or you execute it wrong and you look like a total fucking jackass. But bottom line is, it's all balanced and it makes for a great game, and it actually takes skill to get kills, so you always feel accomplished when you do it. Another thing I like is the game modes they've added. They still have all the same traditional team deathmatch, domination, search and destroy, but they've also adopted Uplink from Advanced Warfare, and I like that one. I also miss Demolition from Advanced Warfare, but now that's on Black Ops 3, and I love that. And they seem to have added another mode called Safeguard, where the object of the game is to escort an unarmed robot to the enemy's base before they can be assholes and fuck you over and make you lose. And they've also added a new mechanic to the game with the way you move. You can run on walls now, and that creates some pretty damn cool kills, and you know, it can make people rage a lot, and it's just a different way to get around, which is something I like. And another mechanic with the way you can move around is now there's levels where you can go underwater, and I like the underwater because there's nothing like coming up out of the water while someone's walking past you and you're like a fucking assassin and you just jump up and take them out. I really like that mechanic because in Advanced Warfare there was water that you could go under, but it wasn't really as cool and as in-depth as Black Ops 3 is. Another thing I fuck with is the gore. Yup, that shit's back. Takes me back to the good old World at War days where you can blow people's limbs off in the fucking battlefield. Looks like a goddamn mortuary. Now they don't have as much blood as World at War used to have, but for the game it still works, and it still gives you a good ass feeling inside. The gore only comes with special weapons that you get through your specialist classes and you earn. So when you use those weapons, depending on what it is, it will do different things to your body, whether it electrocutes you, eats you up, or explodes you, chops you up, whatever the hell it may be. So when you do it, you're not getting bored of it, and you're not just so used to it, it doesn't do anything for you. When you do it, it's another feeling that gives you like, fuck yeah, and adds like that extra punch to the kills that you get. So you really feel like you're the shit. And I love that about the game, because I wish they had the gore back, and Black Ops 3 is actually going through with it and adding in some more fucking gore to this shit. Now let's start with the things I don't fuck with. I don't really fuck with the aftergame report in Black Ops 3. In other Call of Duties that have the aftergame report, I love looking at it because I love seeing what my highest kill streak was with the last game, so at the very next game I can say, okay, this is my top in the last round. Now I need to one up myself this round, and it kind of keeps me in competition with myself. I didn't see that in this Call of Duty, but I'm hoping that it's just because it was the beta. Another thing, the Nemesis system. I love the Nemesis system, and they implicated it in Black Ops 3, but they completely fucked it up. I love seeing my Nemesis, how many times we've killed each other, because it keeps the competition vibe up. But in this one, they show the person, just not their gamer tag. It only shows them their specialist avatar. I really hope they fix that. Another thing I didn't fuck with is the servers and the connectivity in general during weekdays. Like, holy fucking shit. The difference between 3 o'clock p.m. and the difference between 3:30 p.m. is the difference between the servers being fucked and being completely and utterly clusterfucked. But it's all understandable because that's around the time kids start getting out of school and people start getting off work. So everybody's flooding the servers, and it just creates Armageddon. It's fucking Armageddon, and it's completely unplayable. And there's been many a times where I would have to get off because you just couldn't do shit. There was nothing productive going on during those times. And the community, holy shit, don't get me started on the fucking community. The people in this community are so fucking incompetent. Holy, I don't even know what to compare it to. They're so incompetent. That's another reason people was rage quitting. But at this point, we really shouldn't be too annoyed by it because that's how Call of Duty just is. There's a lot of people that are completely fucking incompetent in the game. For instance, I'll be playing Demolition and people will run right the fuck past the bomb. In any game mode, they won't try to defend the objective, they won't try to plant on the objective, they won't try to capture the objective. They all play the shit like it's team fucking deathmatch. And there's going to be many a times where you yell at your screen or turn on your mic and just curse out the people because instead of doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing, they want to camp shit out and just wait for people to come to them. And the last thing I didn't fuck with is the character customization. I keep chalking it up to, and I keep telling myself that it's only like this because they didn't go into depth with it because it's the beta. But I'm really hoping in the final project of the game you can customize your character, because Advanced Warfare had it all figured out. Everybody's characters look different, everybody's characters have their own personality, and it was just refreshing to see how different people looked, and it made me want to go to different people's characters to see the combination of things they were wearing. But on here, as far as the beta goes, everybody looks the same besides the fact that they're different specialist classes. Even if you want to keep the same basic layout of who the person is, let me do something to the person. Let me change their shoes, let me change their cloak, let me change their shirt, let me change their armor. Something, so I'm not looking like just another fucking clone out on the field. All in all, the way I feel about this game is, if you're a Call of Duty fan, definitely pick this game up. You're going to love this game the same way I love this game. If you're on the fences about it, I still will recommend you buy the game. I feel like you may like it. But at the very least, rent the game just so you can get a feel without feeling like you've been cheated out of your money. But if you're a biased person that hates on the game simply because it has Call of Duty in the title, then don't bother buying it, because we all know that you're hoping it fails anyways. You're not even going to attempt to like the game. And nobody wants to hear you bitch about something that you're hoping fails just for the simple fact that you can have something to bitch about anyways. So that's my review of the game, guys. Have you guys played the Black Ops 3 beta? If you have, let me know how it was in the comment section, how you felt about it. And if you guys like this review, be sure to hit that thumbs up button below and that subscribe button for more content. Until next time, peace out.